Okay, so last time we did Mondstadt characters, and now it's time for Liyue. You gotta judge more people, Ashton. I'm sorry, it's how it has to be.
What? It's called Leeway?
Yeah, Liyue. I can spell it for you. Liyue.
I would honestly, I think I might be inclined to call it Liu.
One of the NPCs calls it that, and it's horrific.
What, the voice actor didn't get the memo?
Yeah, he didn't.
This is so sad. Green chair?
I'm doing it!
Oh, I see. Sometimes it's a struggle.
Alright, so basically, these are characters, they're from the equivalent to China. The previous one was based on Germany. So this is Baju. He works at Boo Boo Pharmacy. He's a doctor. He knows he's smarter than most people. Like, you gotta have a little bit of a god complex to save lives regularly. And he's kind of cheeky. But he does care about people's well-being. And he's sick himself. And also, he's kind of a dad. He adopted a zombie.
Why? That seems impractical.
Well, it's so she doesn't die if she tries his medicine. So he tests medicines on her.
Oh, okay, self-benefit. I understand now.
But yeah, Baju, he also has a
that
pet
interaction
snake.
is not worth it any other way. I'm sorry. What? I do like the pet snake.
Oh, yeah, I think the snake's name is Chungshong, something like that.
His new name is Big Chungus.
Oh,
Because
very
he's
good.
the color of Big Chungus.
Oh, good.
Also, his name starts with Ch. And I feel that is a good vibe with Chungus.
Uh-huh. This is... I think he's a little to be that, but you know
I don't know, man. It's a big snake. He's a big Chungus of a snake.
he is a chunky little man.
The big Chungus of the reptilian world.
He's a very kitty snake. He's a very cat snake. I don't know.
Can I feed him catnip and he'll get high?
I don't know. Dude, snakes are cats of reptiles. Like owls are cats of birds. Oh, the snake talks, by the way.
Why does it talk?
I think it might be... I don't know why. I think it might be some sort of, like, demigod thing. I don't know.
Is this dude a demigod or is the snake a demigod?
I think the snake is a demigod.
Okay, so I'm ready to make an assessment.
Yeah.
The dude, maybe a 1 out of 10.
Oh,
Least
really?
horrible. The snake, we're not gonna go there, never mind.
Yeah, he's kind of pretty, but yeah, not my type. Pass.
Like, mediocre looks, mediocre personality. Got that dollar store haircut. Is that a thing? Is that the saying?
I don't know.
He needs to get some bitches on his dick.
Okay, so this is Beidou. She's a pirate, and she's kind of the mama friend. She's tall, has a big sword, and she's got electro powers. But yeah, she's the captain of the Crux fleet and she harasses it's called the Tianquan, but basically the president of China. She harasses her constantly, and it's great.
This is something. This is something right here. I noticed something. Is she missing an eye?
I think.
Oh, that's so tragic. That's so tragic.
Oh, I think before she got it's called a vision, which gives them their powers. She, like, wrestled a god or some shit.
She wrestled a god. Okay, so hear me out here. She's a pirate, okay?
Uh-huh.
She would be a 10 out of 10, but everyone knows pirates have scurvy. They just do. There's nothing you can do about that. She has scurvy. 9 out of 10. She is gonna have so many health complications from her life at sea. I'm not okay with that. She's gonna die, and it's gonna be so tragic, because I don't know. I don't know what pirate diseases. I don't know what diseases pirates were addled by, but
Okay,
she's got them.
Because I know that we keep, like, dried fruits on board to help with the scurvy. I don't actually know too much about it. The first time I learned about scurvy was from that fucking SpongeBob song. So...
Oh, that's unfortunate.
If you look at her... Okay, so I'm trying to remember what the fuck I know, like, scurvy is, like, a lack of vitamin C. But I don't
She
remember
gives me, she
yeah.
gives me big diseased vibes.
I don't know, she looks healthy. I think you gotta be pretty healthy to wrestle a god.
But maybe she wasn't a pirate then. Maybe she's fallen from grace. You know what? We're googling this woman, and if I can ensure that she is not like riddled with both scurvy and STDs, then she can get a perfect 10. What is her name?
Beto, I can spell it for you.
Beethoven?
Beethoven? This is Beethoven. Oh, wait, nope.
Oh, well, I didn't know he went through a sex change operation. That was something.
Yeah, he went through a lot of life changes. He's
He's now immortal, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, he's now a Chinese woman.
Oh yeah, he changed everything from gender to race. It's wild. He also aged backwards, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's doing great for himself.
Bidet? I'm gonna call her Bidet.
Yeah, this is Bidet now.
Yep, it's Bidet. Okay, her voice is Chadley. You know what? We're ignoring the diseases. 10 out of 10.
Even the missing eye is not docking like Kaya.
Kaya looks dumb without it. It's not as bad on her.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Kaya.
Okay, so this is a 10 out of 10. This is good. But I agree with you, by the way.
Oh yeah, just 10 out of 10 all the way on this
We
one.
love Beethoven. Okay, this is Ganyu. She
is a goat?
She is half Chilean. Do you remember Zhong? Okay, so there was a guy in real life who he did like 7 expeditions. He lived in China during the first like global convergence when the world was starting to like get to know each other, and he found a giraffe and he was like, oh my god, this is a Chilean. So he brought it back to China. It was like, guys, I found this mythical creature. So I just think that's a cool story to bring up when she's half Chilean. She works for the government of China.
Can I just ask who fucked a giraffe?
I think Chilean might be able to turn into humans in this world. Because they're called adeptal beasts.
But she's still wait, so you're saying one of these things turned into a human and then okay, that makes way more sense. I was scared for I mean, dude or woman, it's not good. It would not have been good.
Once a monster tried to eat her and she choked him to death with her thighs.
Really? Really? Yeah. That's what we like to see. That's pretty cool.
Let me just look up Ganyu. Oh yeah, she's overworked. She likes overtime. Oh no, I did research her. Basically a magical beast working among these humans who is working too much, and she's super shy and she doesn't like her horns being touched.
How old is she?
Probably a few thousand.
We run into this problem again.
I think
where we have an entity that is 3,000 years old, yet we cannot place a biological age. As such, I am a pass. I cannot give a rating, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pass anyway. Her personality doesn't ring with me anyway, so. From what I know of her, she seems a little boring.
I mean, if you were 3,000 years old, maybe you wouldn't have interesting conversation with a mortal person. Like maybe you'd entertain like an interesting conversation with someone that's also immortal, but yeah, I could see that. See, this is a fully grown woman.
This is the president.
The president? This is Obama?
This is Obama. Yeah, so this is Obama. She's hella bougie. She's really rich and knows a lot about money. Like half of her lines are just about like the stock market and investments.
That sounds accurate. I believe it.
Yeah, like before she became president, her whole thing was she would just write predictions of how the economy would go, and then she'd just throw her papers out into the world, and people would scramble to get them because they were usually correct. Like, she's just smart and she likes money.
Okay,
And
so
she dropped her house on a god.
that's pretty radical. I'm gonna say like number 1, she's a fighter, dropped a house on a god. Number 2, sugar mommy, anyone. Number 3, white hair, red eyes, sick. 10 out of 10.
This is fair. Yeah, I think Ningguang's pretty cool.
She also looks tall.
I think she uses the tall player model.
Then she is tall. Hurrah. 10 out of 10.
Very nice. I think this is fair. I don't really like her voice.
I don't mind her voice. 10 out of 10.
I have a pretty neutral opinion about Ningguang. She's a little one-dimensional. Maybe there's just things I don't know about her. But she's just like, I like money and building my house. But I think she's alright.
Those are pretty rad hobbies, not gonna lie.
Fair.
Money. She's Mr. Crab maxing. You know, I have a weird question. Is it Mr. Crab or Mr. Krabs?
Mr. Krabs.
Oh, it's with an S. I'm so sad. I've been saying it wrong all these years.
L doesn't know his SpongeBob lore. L.
SpongeBob lore is stronger than yours. Apparently, I just didn't know there was an S at the end of his last name. Anyways, back to this. Do your little spiel again.
So this is Shenhe. She was raised by the Adepti, which are like a group of like gods and mythical beasts. And she's actually just a human, but she has god-level strength and people believe she's a god. But no, she's not. She was just, basically her dad tried to sacrifice her to a monster, and then she ended up fighting off that monster and becoming insanely strong and adopted by this crane lady. And those red ropes around her actually lock up her emotions, because otherwise she would just murder people.
This is fascinating.
Yeah,
also kind of scary. What if those fall off?
I guess the bloodshed begins.
Okay, that's points deducted. I'm so sorry. I mean, then again, that's freaky. And then again, that could be seen as a positive. But she also seems ridiculously... She can fight gods. I don't know if you want that. I don't know. I feel like you need one of those, like, nets from, like, Thor Ragnarok that they just shoot at him and tase him. I feel like you need one of those, but it's made of that red stuff so that she isn't always... You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And I think it wouldn't be too bad. She just had, like, a few anger issues. But,
just a few. Yeah. Just a few world-ending anger issues.
But she's still has some emotion, and she does feel sad, because she tries to make friends, and people are just like, oh, you Adeptus! And she's like, I'm not an Adeptus! So yeah, she just kind of wants to make friends, but has had a horrible life.
I am curious where you would place her.
It's been so long since I've interacted with her character that I don't have an immediate feeling for her. I just know, like, the trivia about her. I think I'd rate her a 7. I felt emotional at her quest. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I do not like an emotionally cut off woman. I feel that the red bands, maybe, hear me out here, could be a big issue. If you're talking about dampening all emotions, that might be a problem, Alex.
This is fair.
I would say everything is a 10 out of 10, except for that. It's kind of a big problem. So we're gonna go for a 5 out of 10. It is a pass, barely a pass. I was thinking in class terms, but we're actually using pass to say that we wouldn't. So it's actually a smash, but it's a pass as in it's just above the threshold.
What? Okay. So this is a smash?
This is a smash, but barely.
Oh, I see. Okay. This is Yelan. This is best girl.
This is a fucking wizard, and yes, 10 out of 10. Don't tell me anything. Go to the next one.
She's a lawyer.
Yeah, 14-year-old lawyer.
She's a lawyer? Okay.
And stuck in the body of a 14-year-old because the weebs are into that.
I mean, honestly, she's just a gooby lawyer.
I don't believe it. I believe she's a lawyer. I don't believe she's 18.
Zhongli.
So, fun fact, again, I don't need to know anything. 10, I mean, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. 10 out of 10, moving on.
Okay, this one didn't get carded for alcohol in a cutscene. So I think he looks like an adult man to most folks.
I am hesitant to agree, but willing to believe.
Okay, so this is Xiao. He is one of my favorite characters in the whole game. He is a yaksha, which is basically a species that is they protect Liyue, and he has this whole tragic backstory where he's the last of his kind, and he's watched all of his siblings die, and he's a sad little emo boy, but he's learning how to be happy again. And he has to deal with certain monsters will give you karmic debt if you kill them, but he still has to kill them to protect the town. So he's constantly dealing with karmic debt, and it can like eventually kill him in like a few thousand years. So he's like constantly dealing with that, and he's so edgy and emo, and I love him.
1 out of 10.
Why?
I don't like him.
I cry. I'm so sad about this.
He is ugly.
No. I cry.
He isn't just ugly. He's a dweeb.
I'm sad. I rate him an 8.
I'm amazed you would do that.
He is
am
one of my favorite characters. So he has many names.
His name is Shark Boy.
Shark Boy?
Yes.
We need Lava Girl now.
Wasn't that like the fire woman with the bow from last one? That's Lava Girl right
That's
there.
Lava Girl. This is the crossover we needed. We needed Amber and Ajax.
Can we just get those two as like actual crossover characters? That'd be pretty cool.
So this guy has like a lot of names. I think his real name is Ajax, but then also his code names are like Tartaria and Child with an E.
Okay, so basically, you've told me that this character's name is Child, and despite the fact that this person does not look like a child, I am now being led to believe that he is a child.
No!
Pass.
No! I shouldn't have said it.
You flew too close to the sun. You're not calling the FBI this time. Whoa! Ooh. Smash. I don't even need to think about that. Look at those eyes. I don't even know how old it is. I'm gonna go for it anyways.
I forgot I did that.
He also likes spicy food. I love spicy food.
This is Guoba. He's the god of cooking.
Oh, he's a god. Yes. Yes. Can I give an 11? Can I give an 11?
Sure. Oh my god, my stomach hurts.
He seems like he would be really good at making spicy ramen.
Probably.
His eyes are also very seductive.
Yeah, I guess on that note, we're gonna go die. We're rating Inazuma characters next. Prepare.